Hello YouTube, it is Damien. It is Damien Does England. It is Arsenal and Season 2 of Arsenal as well. And we have a massive game today. We have Man United in the Premier League. We also then have Spurs coming up after this Man United game with Club Brugge in the middle in the Champions League, where we are cruising on 9 points from 3 games, 3 wins, and more than likely going through the group, which is a matter of finishing first or second. But yeah, pretty happy how things are going. Since we last met here on YouTube, we did draw 1-1 to Chelsea. Beat Bruges 1-0 away from home. Beat Villa 5-1. Beat Palace 5-2 with a rotated team. And now we have United coming up now. A big news is Spurs just beat City in the game before ours, as we sim through to when our kickoff is. They played in the early game at 12:30. We're playing in the late game at 5:30, sorry. And look, to see Spurs climb above City means that if we can beat United today, we move a couple games clear, or we move a game clear, and all of a sudden that title race, we just got that little bit of breathing room, and maybe we can start eking out some pressure on Spurs and City to be perfect. And then if we beat Spurs, well then, by all means. We haven't lost yet this season, but our first loss come against Man United, and let's see what goes on. Jackson predicting that it is me and that it is Arsenal in the chat. He loves how we say it. He loved the Sunderland one. Hello, it is Damien. It is Bright Lights. It is Sunderland. It is episode whatever. But anyhow, we are underway here. We do have Man United coming up in our first game of the stream as well. Link in the description below YouTube that you can come follow the stream as well as the Twitter as well. But we are going full strength here today with checking goals. Bellerin, Socrates, Koscielny and Saracchi there at left back. Depay, Partey and Aaron Ramsey. Mkhitaryan and Aubameyang and Lacazette. Can we keep our undefeated run? Or will it be Man United to come spoil our day at Old Trafford, at the Emirates, which they did last season where we played the 4-3-3 or the 4-2-3-1, and we dominated them for the whole game, had 70% possession, and they scored 3 times where we lost 3-2. But we'll see how we go. Been on a good run lately. We did beat them with this 4-4-2 system at Old Trafford, and now with the team that we got, I feel like it's a very good 4-4-2. How's it going, Mr. Darkness HD in the chat? The challenge is very simple, and for everybody that is watching this video, you probably know what the challenge is, but just to recap, we are trying to win the Premier League with every current Premier League side. We're currently in Season 2. However, how will you move to every team? Very simple. We will resign, and then we will go and add a manager to the next team, resign that manager, and then apply for the job and hope we get it. I reckon more times than not we will get it, and if it becomes a bit of a problem, we'll work it out at that stage. I think what I'll do is I'll just keep going down the list until a team would give it to me. We will get to a stage where our reputation will be that good from us winning the league so much that we will get every job. Our next on the list is Bournemouth, and they're currently 16th in the Championship when I last checked, but they have 4 games in hand on everybody because they're in the Europa League, but they got relegated, so I feel like we would get that job. Anyway, it's always a tremendous occasion, and let's get into it. I enjoy these matches a lot, and they don't need any extra motivation. It is us in the red, it's United in the black, it is at the Emirates. Give me a score prediction in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, Darkness, so if we got promoted last season, we won the league last season, we would be currently manager of Bournemouth in the Championship because the rule says that I need to keep going up. I'm doing a derby save. Great fun. Anyway, Koscielny heads away Partey, and this is where we're good here in this 4-4-2. On the break, Aubameyang using his speed down this right-hand side, and off he goes on the chase. What a tackle from Pogba. In saying that, though, apparently the linesman's flagged, and Mike Dean reckons, okay, let's go to VAR. It was never a red. So I would imagine Pogba staying on. With the new update, VAR comes in second season in the Premier League. But VAR, Mike Dean probably just going to say it's a throw-in and not send Pogba off. Yeah, it's a free kicks awarded, apparently. And to be honest, it didn't even look like a foul, but linesman called it. Anyway, Pulisic now with the ball, whips it in there, headed away from Socrates, falls as far as Luke Shaw, who flicks into Pogba again. His switch of play out to Jones is not bad. Jones is not really known for his crossing. Ball back to Lewis Cook. We do press up high, which is great. Nacho now on it, into Pogba. Pogba now switches out there to Pulisic. Mkhitaryan caught sleeping here. Pulisic runs inside, hits, but straight at check. And in the end, it is A-OK, and we will continue on. Highlight down our end now, and it is Bellerin throwing in. Cook heads away. Pogba then flicks away too, and Bellerin will get on it. And now we can recycle possession, hopefully, with Bellerin into Ramsey. Ramsey's had a very good year, by the way, at the start of the year. 6.9 might not look great, but he always looks good when he's on the ball. Koscielny there with the ball. Saracchi making that friendly run in behind. Instead looks for Memphis, who loses out. into Herrera. Herrera now to Valencia. Valencia now with the ball. We do press up well here. We do win it now with Bellerin in that counter-pressing system. Ramsey now to Mkhitaryan facing forward. Mkhitaryan on the run. Looks to cut it. Blocked. Only as far as Bellerin, who heads to nobody. And maybe it's a chance for United now on the break. It's a typical Man United performance so far. Sit deep. Go on the break. Go on a run. Lukaku's in. And somehow Lukaku puts it wide. We should have been 1-0 down on the break there. At the moment, though, 50-50. Two teams playing very, similar systems in a way and similar and not in other ways. Anyway, Memphis from distance hits the free kick straight at De Gea, who saves. And in the end, Shaw will clear. Apparently, goal line technology is needed. It was actually close. I'll give goal line technology that one, that it was close. But usually, more times than not, it usually isn't. I'm going to tell the lads to get creative here. We are at home. Let's go. Let's see if we can get ourselves a goal. We haven't lost this season in this 4-4-2 counter-pressing system. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here with the last 5 minutes of the half. But as time ticks away, it looks like we're getting into half-time at 0-0. Which, look, I said it in the last episode when we drew to Chelsea. If we draw to the big teams and then beat all the smaller teams, we'll be there or thereabouts for the Premier League season. I'm far from pleased. We've already beaten City once. So, if we can go and beat City again, we would be in a great position. But anyway, Jones in the shore. We've beaten Liverpool already too at Anfield. So it's not too bad. We haven't lost in the league. Like we should be pretty happy how things go. Anyhow, it is still 0-0. 55 minutes played, and if we need to make a change, I will. Mkhitaryan's not having his best game out there, nor is Lacazette either. But I am going to make the first change here. Mr. Nelson's been a great outlet for us so far this season, and he will come out as the winger on attack for Mkhitaryan, and off we go. The Wonder Kid and Reece Nelson comes in, and still not too many highlights to speak of here. 70 minutes played. It is now a highlight to Bellerin and throws it into Lacazette, who's about to come off, but Nelson then whips it in block. Lacazette now backs it. Memphis hits. Depay, Aubameyang on the follow-up. And it is 1-0 Arsenal. Aubameyang's there. In the end, it says Lacazette got the assist. I doubt that because obviously Memphis header was saved by Depay. But Aubameyang makes it 1. And there goes Arsenal. We're just so good at grinding out results in this 4-4-2. Nelson's cross is blocked. Lacazette with a great first-time ball in. Depay, a great save from De Gea going back with it. But he won't save that one. And Aubameyang makes it 1 and continues his goal-scoring form. And there we are. I am, though, going to make that change. I am going to get Lacazette off for Edouard. And Edouard can run at some people with his pace and maybe use his physicality as well and see how he goes. 90 minutes, 80 minutes played. Wish it was 90. Still 1-0 up in this counter-pressing system. And it's us again. It's Bellerin, Ramsey, Bellerin. Ball in's blocked. It falls the material. Bit fortunate for United. And they're running through one. Socrates loses out after winning it. In the end, it falls the Marin. Socrates wins it again. And now he looks into the channel. Edouard flicks on using his physicality. Aubameyang running at people. Running at space. De Gea makes himself big. Rampage. It's going all right if we can hold on here 1-0. Good to see you in the chat. But Aubameyang you thought was in, and he should have scored. Good keeping from De Gea. Anyway, Memphis there puts a ball in. Edouard just doesn't get there. He's good in the air as Edouard as well. He's a bit more physical than Lacazette. I actually think Edouard suits the system a little bit more. As Aubameyang nearly got there, Nacho puts it out for a corner. And we're still 1-0 up, 85 minutes played. Obviously staying on the same system because it works quite well. We can break in it. I prefer us to stay on the front foot as Memphis puts a ball in back stick. Kelce only pushes his man. And it will be that. And time is ticking away here. And it's now United up this end. We're giving a free throw out there to Lewis Cook, which I don't like. Cook whips a ball in there to Marcus Rojo, who, I don't mind him being up the field because if we win the ball, Edouard and Aubameyang are super quick. Anyway, Marin shot's blocked. Edouard, get on your bike, son. Get on your bike, Edouard. Come on, Aubameyang. Feed in Nelson. Edouard's there. So is Party. So is everybody. In the end, the cross is sliced. And that was anticlimactic because we had everybody in and around the box. Time is still ticking away here, though. We defended pretty well. And in the 90th minutes, another chance. Socrates, Aubameyang flicks in, only as far as Marin. Marin, though, back to De Gea, who goes second line. Can we win it in the air? We don't. Do we win the second, but we don't again. And all of a sudden, Jesse Lingard now looks to Valencia on this right-hand side. Early ball in back stick. Herrera on the volley straight at check. And we are now going to make a change, and that is going to be for Aubameyang off. We're going to go to another one at the back for Megala. And we are going to go and try and see this out now. We've not too long left. Slow down the pace. Keep it short. Just drop off. Don't need to do anything daft, boys. Still can be like that. And we obviously need to waste time as much as possible in a much slower tempo with much shorter passing. And there we are. Pretty happy with that. Apparently we're still being disciplined. There we go. Confirm that. 5 at the back. We should be able to see this out now. 91st, 92nd. Time's ticked away here. Look, there's about 20 seconds left here. And this is a big game in terms of the title race with City losing to Spurs. We put ourselves a game clear of Spurs and City now if we hold on with the last 10 seconds of this game. It's a long ball into the channel. Matt Terrell isn't going to get there. Koscielny should be able to keep with Czech. Czech now goes second line. It is a good kick out to Ramsey. Ramsey into Mr. Nelson. Nelson now. It looks like it's game over, boys. It's all but done and dusted. Waiting for the referee's whistle as we keep it well in the middle of the park. It's another professional grinding performance here from Arsenal. It's been the hallmark of our season so far in this 4-4-2 counter-pressing system. Even on the days we don't look good, we're always going to get one. And defensively, we are solid. Nelson maybe with a chance to get a second. Doesn't there. I swear whenever I go defensive, I lose. Same with me most times than not. But I find if I do it in the 90th, it works. If I don't do it, if I do it before the 90th, it doesn't. Anyhow, we do win 1-0 here. I'm very happy with that indeed. Well done, lads. It's a great win for us. And we will get into, well, for everybody on the stream with the Club Bruges game, but we'll get into the Spurs game in just a second for everybody on YouTube. Don't go anywhere, and in just a second, you will see our second game against Spurs. Welcome back, YouTube. Part 2 of episode 16 here with DAMMO Does England, in second season of Arsenal. And we have got a game against Spurs. But as you can see in the title, City's already played this week as we're playing on the Sunday. And they drew 1-1 away at Wolves, which is a huge result for us and the league. Because we can go away and beat Spurs. What a performance. Even a draw against Spurs, right, will put us 2 games clear of City. 5 points clear of Spurs as well. But a win here would be massive in terms of, the title race and the early title race anyway. Always feel that points on the board will win you a title. Like Liverpool stuttered and stumbled towards the title, but us in terms of Arsenal last season had to catch it. Had to catch them when we couldn't at the end of the day. We nearly did, but couldn't. Anyway, we played Spurs twice in the save. We beat them both times, and checks in goals with Bellerin, Socrates, Koscielny, Srirachi, Depay, Partey, Ramsey, Mkhitaryan, Aubameyang, and Lacazette. Eduard's been growing quite well, and actually just got called up by France. But I don't find a place for him in our team yet because Lacazette and Aubameyang are quite good at what they do. Depay, Partey, and Ramsey, Mkhitaryan, Srirachi, Koscielny, Socrates, Bellerin, and Czech. You're probably wondering what happened in the Club Bruges game. We got a bit FM'd, just a little. We played 4-3-3 for the first time this season as well. Just wanted to give certain boys run out like Xhaka and co. Get Iwobi into a more natural role. In the end, didn't put our chances away. In the end, they put their one shot on target in. That's what happens. We're still top of the table there, but Milan have closed the gap to 1 in the Champions League group stage. But we're not here for that. We're here for the Premier League. We are going to get into this Spurs game, though. And let's get at them here in this 4-4-2. They are lining up Loris, Trippier, Alderweireld, Vertonghen, Rose, Dyer, Eriksen, Fernandes, who's a wonder kid, by the way. He grows into a great player. Most times they're not. Lucas Moura, Dele Alli, and Harry Kane. Dele Alli and Harry Kane have a very big habit of going out and going to Liverpool. So it'll be interesting to see if they do in this save as well. Anyway, the back four seem motivated, but the rest of us, yeah. Anyway, Alderweireld and Vertonghen, we will always press, and we're going to go out there in this 4-4-2 against Spurs. We famously beat Spurs last season to keep our title hopes alive. We have a 93rd minute penalty save from Petr Cech to his left. But will we beat Spurs here today in what is a massive game in terms of this league title as well? Highlight goes away. I'll take a draw away from home as well, but at the same time, who knows? Jackson Rashford are going to win 3-2. Anyway, Rose into Eriksen. Eriksen now facing forward here. Ball into Gedson Fernandes into Dyer. Dyer now with the ball. Pressing well here. Vertonghen now. Not giving him too much space. Alderweireld, we're squeezing on him. Back to Loris, which is a win. We sort of press Loris, sort of don't. We just force him long. Can we win it in the air? Socrates heads, but only as far as Danny Rose. Bit unlucky we haven't got the ball back here. We've pressed up quite well, but anyway, Gedson turns, runs into some space. Lucas Moura can beat a man and maybe get a cross in. Looks inside, does cross it in. In the end, it's fallen to Dele Alli. The defending wasn't great, and Czech at his near post probably should have done better, but we've gone 1-0 down here to Spurs. 9 minutes played. And there we go. Their first chance on target's gone in. I don't know how Lucas Moura has got a ball in between two there, and I don't know how no one has gone up for it. Was there half a foul there by Harry Kane or Koscielny? Maybe. But in the end, it is counted. And with their first shot and their first one on target, we are 1-0 down to Spurs. Off we go. I'm now going to just tell the boys, get creative. There's plenty of time. We can counter press. We can stay in the game. It will be okay. But yeah, you don't want to really be losing to Spurs if you're the Arsenal manager. But of course, their first shot was gone in. Memphis now puts a chance on target. Loris can only get a hand to it. Memphis with a good free kick. Fizzed it over the wall. Loris there. Maybe once he gets a strong palm to it, maybe should keep it out. But going back with it, couldn't only palm it into the roof of the net. And it is now 1-1. Memphis scores. Loris there maybe should do better. But there we go. 30 minutes played. We're back on level terms here. And the game has now started to open up a little bit more. Can we now just go there, get into half-time, keep our counter press, and off we go. It is a throw, though. Bellerin looking long. Rose heads away. Bellerin into Ramsey. Ramsey to Party. Loves a long-range hit, but doesn't really get too many in this system. Bellerin, though, cuts it. Aubameyang takes a touch. It's cleared. It was offside anyway. But he really had to bury that one first time, didn't he, Aubameyang? Anyway, time is ticking away here. We have already had 10 shots this half, and a throw in there from Bellerin into Ramsey's feet. You can probably play Party if you want to, boys. In the end, Party eventually gets on. It can go the other way if he wants to, Party. Instead, looking for Aubameyang over the top. What a ball, too. Aubameyang's in 1v1. Loris! Oh, my days. Aubameyang, he has a habit of missing big one-on-ones. And he's missed that one there. Just had to put it around Loris. And look, at half-time, if you're Spurs, you're lucky to be in at 1-1 here. We've dominated this first half. We're looking the goods. And it's been not too bad so far. Anyway, team talk there. I'm going to tell the boys that you've been happy with the performance. Keep it up. I'm going to tell Aubameyang I have faith in him. And he got what it takes. He still seemed to lose focus. He didn't move that big chance. Missed that big chance right on half-time. I've been happy from what I've seen, though, from the boys. Like, we're on top. If we keep playing the same way, we'll finish another chance. And it is a throw-in as we say all this. And it will be Socrates into Aubameyang who can turn and maybe whip one. He does. Lacazette, not the best in the air. But Ramsey now picks it up. And look, his name is Bellerin. He's got a good cross. He looks up, looks for Party. In the end, it was a poor ball. Mora gets on it. Kane can hold it up. And off goes Spurs with numbers everywhere. Dele Alli now. And here comes Spurs again. For only their second real clear-cut chance. And there you go, Harry Kane. Spurs have created 2 chances, scored both. And we're 2-1 down. This is very reminiscent of a Chelsea game we played last season, where they went forward 3 times, scored 3 times in the end, and United. In the end, we beat Chelsea that day 5-3. But today, Spurs go 2-1 up in a big game in the title race. A bit unlucky so far. Czech can't get back there to save. And there we go. A few bookings out there at the moment as well. I'm going to just tell the boys to get creative, see if we can get back into it. And it is another throw for us as well. It's just a poor ball there from Bellerin, and that's a poor throw. But Sriracha will get on it. And I don't know where you're headering it to, mate. But anyway, Socrates, ball into Bellerin now. His ball looking for Aubameyang. Won't find him. Dyer will flick into Eriksen. And there we go. Ball into Gedson Fernandez. Running forward with it. His ball to Lucas Moura. Can we press in here? We don't. In the end, Gedson there. Ramsey, he should have crunched him. Doesn't. Eriksen there. Good ball back there to Rose. Moving us nicely now, Spurs. Into Dyer again. Into Eriksen. Got space over here, Dyer. If he wants to play Gedson, he does. Gedson Fernandez running with it, hits it well wide and high. I am going to pause there and make our first change. And it is going to be for Mr. Nelson again, who has been great this season. Get him out there as a winger on attack. Mkhitaryan has been quite poor this year. Anyway, 60 minutes played and off we go. We are on top of this game, but we can't find a chance. Anyway, Memphis into the box, cuts it. Only as far as Socrates. Not known for his crossing, but has to cross that one. In the end, Party into Nelson. Looks there, out wide. Memphis can cross one now. Numbers in the box. Memphis' ball. Party won't get there. Socrates now. Looks for Party. Party now. Back to Socrates, cut out. And look, Spurs are going to come again. We're all over him. But our final ball and our decision-making in the final third has been poor. Dele for Lucas Moura. Numbers are there. In the end, he went for goal and Czech saves. We are all over Spurs and we can't put it away. And Spurs are just paying very much on the break right now. And they're getting a little bit of it too, because we've not been great up in the final. Kane their heads in the end, Czech claims. 63 minutes played, still on top, still looking the goods. But at the moment, nothing happens. And Eriksen's good with a free kick, hits that one. Czech had it covered as it goes just wide. We're going to look to make our second change here as well. Aubameyang's not had the best, nor is Lacazette. I'm going to keep Lacazette out there. Edouard is good as a physical target. Get him out there. Let's see what happens. And straight away, it's a highlight. Czech looking long towards Edouard. He's good in the air. Looks up. Doesn't even get a free jump at it. Gedson now with the ball. Can we press in and win it? We don't. Lucas Moura now. Harry Kane's in there. If they score a third, it's game over. Deflected. Falls a Koscielny Party. We're good on the break. Memphis can turn and run at it now. Still with Memphis. Inside the Ramsey. Looking over the top. Edouard. Here we go. Big 1-on-1 for the man. Edouard! Fucking Loris. We can't put a 1-on-1 away at all to save our lives today. Aubameyang now. Socrates. Don't know why he takes him. Sriracha's got a good cross. Anyway, Party now. Gets crunched. Just yet again, Party's been poor. Alright, game over. Kane wasn't offside apparently as well. Kane, Czech saves. And there we go. Kane wasn't offside. And Someone missed a header. It looks like our first loss of the season. No luck with us here. Vertonghen scores. It's 3-1. I'm very tempted to question if Kane was offside or not. We're now just going to go and get people out there. We're going to go and get a Wobie out there now as well. And like, unbelievable. We have missed that many clear-cut chances today. It has been a joke. Got to confirm that. Skip the highlight. But I want to see when this goes away if Kane was offside or not here. Because he's a mile deep. It's obviously going to be hard to tell once the ball's played. But unbelievable. So Gedson's played it. There. We can go like behind the goal and just have a look. Or sideline maybe. Apparently I can't click on director apparently. Data analyst. Oh yeah, Miles on. Never mind. That's interesting that I couldn't scroll down. Back to director. Back to live. But yeah, it looks like our first loss of the season here, boys. We've been on top of this game too, and we can't do it anyway. Socrates again. Sriracha now. Ball in. Looking for Nelson. Doesn't find him. Ramsey just walks. Ramsey walks to the ball. Oh my days. Time to just tell both midfielders that they've had a poor one. Lucas Moura should have scored to make it 4-1. What a game. What a game. Bit on top. 3 one-on-ones we've missed, and they've gone down the other end and broke and scored. And now that we've gone very open, I expect them to score a few now. Unbelievable from us. This is another one of those games. If you win this one, you probably win the title. We're not winning the title this season if we don't win games where you're on top of. Unbelievable. The stats are now evened out because we've gone a bit more aggressive. But unbelievable that we have missed 3 one-on-ones. Aubameyang twice, Edouard once, and that's a great save from Czech, and it falls there. It's 4-1 now. It's game over. Spurs have done us dirty. And they don't really deserve that at all, to be honest. We do lose our first game of the season. And there you are, just like that. Not a problem, boys. Not a problem at all. Eriksen's ball out wide. Danny Rose is there. And there we are. No one picks up. There we go. Time to find a few people. Party apparently has had a good game. I doubt that. He gave the ball away twice and was out in the break twice. Aubameyang's had a poor one. Unbelievable. One-on-one after one-on-one after one-on-one today. I'm very tempted at the full-time whistle to see how many clear-cut chances we had. Because I reckon it's at least 3. Anyway, you would back Arsenal win most times than not to score those ones too, the form we're in. But I guess our first loss had to come somewhere, and it's going to come away at Spurs. It's 4-1 in a game that I don't know how we haven't scored at least 4 ourselves in. Can we go and have a look at the proper match stats? Clear-cut chances is what we want to know. We had 2. I reckon it was 3, but 2. 2. They apparently had 3 themselves. Unbelievable, boys. Get into the dressing room. Get quite aggressive with them. We're going to do some fine raising. Apparently the boys have not reacted well to me getting aggressive with them. We finally lose. I'm going to send the assistant because I never do them after that. And there you are. That's a disappointing way to end a YouTube episode. We're still top of the table, but all of a sudden the gap still is only 2 points down to Spurs. Our goal difference is now not the best in the league either. But we've still got points on the board. We had to lose somewhere. Just to lose that game there was a bit disappointing. And to lose it like that, where if Aubameyang scores right on half-time, we go in 2-1 up. Edouard has a chance up 2-1 to make it 2-2. Who else? There was a couple of headers, a couple of half chances, and then just our ball movement. Like we'll get a ball in blocked, we'll get the ball recycle, and then we'll just pass it straight to him on top of the box. And no one actually wanted to take the game there. You know, Party of last season would have either made the pass or hit it himself and probably scored. This season doesn't do it. Very frustrating way to end this episode. It's been a great season so far, so we have to stay positive and say that, look, this is our title to lose. We should win most of our games now for the rest of the season until we play this big run of fixtures again. But if we beat Spurs there, we would have played all the big 4 and won against them all. Instead, we've lost finally, and there we are. If you like the episode, go give it a like. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. And as always, links in the description below. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll see you next time for the next episode in the Premier League.